Hello, true Philly fans, alcoholics, drunk guy JJ fans. I am back. It's been a while. Quarantine has got us in here all stressed. Corona is running wild. Corona mania running wild. But we are back with a special episode of Going Raw with drunk guy JJ with my man, my guy, SP motherfucking 3 is in the building. Let's clap for
Hello,
SP3 real quick.
hello, hello. What's going on? True Heels, my man, drunk guy JJ. I am honored to be the very first guest on Going Raw with drunk guy JJ. The face mask edition.
Wow,
All right,
yes,
look.
this is definitely the first person to be a guest on this show. That's crazy. And I drink a little too much. So I don't want to wish anybody terrible liver, excuse me, on that. It's Corona time, so it's special mask. Sid is a usual a true pothead, but today he's gonna be a true alcoholic. Just a good 20 minutes, 20, 25 minutes. We say Raw emanated
I can't
from the
talk with
same
this
places.
thing on. I'm
Oh no,
sorry.
don't. Yeah, he has a special custom made Corona mask. That's an SP3 Corona mask. It's no Corona mask you can get from getting your going to the waxing place or the doctors or anything. So
Nah.
special edition. You see it here first on Going Raw with Drunk Guy JJ. Okay. So we start where did Raw emanate from this Monday? The same place has been emanating for the last performance center. I'm gonna pull this down too because I can do these. But yeah, it emanated from the performance center. Eh, okay, Raw.
I liked it.
I don't know. It was cool. It was cool. Give it what you can. When it comes to these Raw. So we start off actually Raw with Drew McIntyre, the new WWE champion, about how not only did he beat the Beast Brock Lesnar at Mania, he then with an Easter egg match defeated the Big Show at quote unquote WrestleMania. So Big Show had to come out promote his new Netflix show for the kids. Because Big Show loved the kids.
Good
Pretty
show, by the
cool.
way. Good show.
Yeah, not, it really
It
actually
it
right animated show.
it
You guys should
wasn't
go out
as
your way to
bad as
watch it
I
because
thought. I
exactly.
I thought after like the first scene it was gonna be a really bad corny show, but then it was pretty wholesome. It reminded me of a '90s
Yeah,
sitcom. So thank you,
yeah.
Big Show.
Remind me a little
You
bit
did
of Full
something right.
House,
Yeah.
because he can't wrestle no more. So yeah, stick to your. I'll be fine with watching a second season of that. So shout out to Big Show, even though he shouldn't have been in that match against Drew. Like, how do you go from beating Brock Lesnar to then having to face Big Show? Anyway, that's irrelevant. Andrade comes out with Zelina. Andrade, he is U.S. champion, so he's talking his shit. He pretty much let Drew know, like, yo, I took the world title from you last time in NXT. I want the smoke. So they set up their match for later in the evening for the main event of that episode. Next, we move on to what the fuck? Sorry, technical difficulties. Wires stuck in my foot. All right. So we move on to the next episode. Jesus Christ. We move on to the next match.
First match of the
I
night.
slur in words with Drew. The next match. Thank you. I said it's the first match. I said next match. Oscar and Ruby Riot. Oscar and Ruby Riot in the Money in the Bank women's qualifying match. Which, by the way, Money in the Bank will actually not be a regular Money in the Bank ladder match. These guys will be fighting in a fucking building. They're gonna start from the first floor to make their way up to a roof. There we go. Let's start this off. We're
So you can see I
gonna
got my
start
lead
off.
cup. Nothing in my lead cup, so you can see.
Yeah, you know me. I here for a good time, not a long time. And I forgot already about the wait for my good brother Sid. Don't worry, good brother. It's a marathon, not a sprint. Don't worry.
Yeah. Yeah.
So cheers.
Bottoms
Cheers
up.
to a stupid concept, but they got to
Stupid,
make the best of it.
stupid
So
concept for Money in the Bank. Oh God.
Oh man, all right.
Yeah.
So the qualifying match. Oh man. Hope good brother sit in SP3 doesn't tap out yet.
No,
We got a long show, 3 hours every
we got a
Monday.
long show. We just got through the first segment, right?
So we go into Asuka and Ruby Riott, which was surprisingly, a really good match. Actually, one of the best matches of the show. Which
Yeah. I like the match.
Asuka was just squatting.
Asuka just seems to be the best performer in WWE when it comes to these empty arena shows. She just brings a different
Now
type of
Asuka
energy.
is MVP. She's on fire right now, Asuka. She's really doing her thing. Her charisma is shining through the last few months. And she's not getting her just due, of course, because she was just coming out of the whole tag team with Kairi Sane. So hopefully now that they lost the titles, this can transition her back into being a dominant, charismatic heel that she's been doing. So props to Asuka. Of course, she wins the match. Pretty good match again with Ruby Riott. Gets her the fuck out of here. Goes on to qualify for the Money in the Bank roof match, because not a ladder match, I guess. Really, because not really.
Money.
I'm sure they're not.
Money on the roof. Money on the roof match.
Money on the roof ladder match, because yeah, I don't even know how they came up with that, but I guess they got to make the best out of a terrible situation, because clearly they can't fucking be in the goddamn arena. Then we come back. I think they go to commercial break. Come back. MVP had a little backstage VIP lounge for whatever reason. He announces next week the next three qualifying matches for Money in the Bank. I think it was
It's
Alistair,
Murphy.
Austin Theory.
Yeah, Aleister Black versus Austin Theory, Murphy versus Rey Mysterio, and Apollo Crews versus MVP.
Against the greatest ladder match participant in history. Yes. MVP fucking P, a guy who barely been in ladder matches. It's a given. MVP, mind you, hold on. Let me jump into that before I even drink this. MVP wasn't MVP retired? Didn't he retire Monday after Royal Rumble? Didn't he leave? Didn't he get?
That's what he told everybody. That's what he told
everybody. He was supposed to be producer. Then he went on to getting embarrassed by wrestlers every week leading up to Mania before this Corona shit. He got choked out by Edge. All of a sudden now he's in a qualifying match for Money in the Bank. Nobody wants to see that. And the audacity for him to call himself a ladder match vet? Are you kidding me? You've been like 2 ladder matches and you lost both. I'll say 3. You lost that one too, so it don't even matter. And you better not win next week either.
Walking up, and he's lost every one of them.
Wasn't even a factor. When you think of those Money in the Bank matches, MVP is a lot. The first, not even nowhere near the first thing that comes up in your mind. So you know what, MVP?
He was
saying stupid shit like that.
In 2008, WrestleMania 24, when Matt Hardy returned during that Money in the Bank, he was a factor in that money.
Hardy cost him the match. And guess what? He's a factor because Matt Hardy returned. He's a factor because he took him. Didn't he take him out? He hurt his knee. Forgot about that. See, forgot about it. There goes the show. But you know what, MVP, for you saying that stupid shit, this is the second one for the night. Well, the day, whatever.
For this episode, yes.
Ooh, I poured a little too much.
Yeah, I saw you was a little heavy.
Yeah. Good Lord. All right. All right, and get back on track. And next match of the night, we had Aleister Black against Only Lawkin. Clearly, Aleister Black must be freaking marathon man for Monday Night Raw because he's been out there having these long ass matches.
But they're always really good. He's the male Oscar. He's the male Oscar. He's been delivering when it comes to the
Oscar. Listen, he needs to be taking off Apollo Crews. He needs to be taking off Only Lawkin's head, getting them the fuck out of here, not putting him in it. What they call them, 30-minute match. What they call it in LCW? I forget. 30-minute sprints, 30-minute barn burners, whatever.
Barn burner.
That's not Aleister Black.
It's a little bit slower. a little bit faster of a match. It's a shorter match. I like this match because unlike Oney Lorcan, I feel like Oney Lorcan is one of the more underrated people when it comes to NXT. And anytime he's on the main roster, he knows how to put in that work to make it at least an entertaining match, and that's what he made it here.
It was okay. It was okay for what it was. And then I think Alistair got interviewed by. Oh, yeah, Alistair won the match. Of course, he should. Of course, that's a given. And then they talked about his match, his game plan to beat Austin Theory next week, and all he says was his game plan is to win.
Absolutely, because these interviewers just ask stupid ass questions. Like I think that was like the theme of the night on this episode of Monday Night Raw is that all the interviewers
very stupid questions,
are dumbasses.
I think it's a new person, that's Sarah Schreiber, whatever the hell her name is. She's a rookie, so she has to get a little better. You know, she's very green. So
well, I mean, Charlie's not much better. So
she's nice to look at, though.
So next was Becky Lynch coming out for a promo.
She's coming out to make her appearance.
At least she didn't come out with that dumbass monster truck like she's been doing the last couple of weeks. A dumbass monster truck to no fans.
God, they got rid of that. Thank God. I think she talks about how she beat Baszler. She people were surprised that she won, but she's the man, so she always found a way to win. Same old shtick. You know what? I'm tired of Becky. Fuck it. You don't gotta this no Sid. You don't have to take everyone like me.
Yeah, I won't take it for Becky because if I would have to take 3 for Becky because to forget Becky's nonsense. Oh, she's the queen of spades. So whenever the queen gets mad, the Joker gets funny, and you're not funny, Becky. You're not funny. You're not funny. Like
it's old and tiring now. It's seriously old and tiring, man. The fact that they even kept the belt on her is fucking beyond me. I would take another shot for that, but you know what? We're both dads, so we do have to tend to our lovely kids after this. Our lovely babies. Let's make that clear. Exactly. So I'm not gonna drunk guy JJ might have to But yeah, she talks about that. She talks about the stupid money in the bank roof match, whatever you want to call it. That whoever they just better be ready if they come to catch it in. Whoever wins the match, blah. Same tire shtick from Becky. Get her the fuck out of here. I'm just over it. I hope whoever wins
comes around.
Yeah, I'm
Then next we had another stupid interviewer backstage. This time Charlie Caruso asking a stupid question, but at least this time Zelina doesn't even be condescending like Aleister Black. She straight up told her, like, what type of question was that? Like that was one of my favorite parts of the whole episode. My favorite parts of the whole episode was when people were kind of pointing out how stupid some of the questions are.
Didn't she botch Andrade's name? Zelina had to let her know how to pronounce the shit right.
Andrade.
And then, this is definitely going to be a shot, guys. We have another qualifying match here. Shayna against, now future endeavored Sarah Logan. A fucking mess. A whole fucking mess. Then
it was okay. It was okay. It wasn't even the people in the match that messed up. It wasn't even the referee that messed up. Like, oh man! And this is how you knew the show was live at this point.
This wasn't pre-tape, folks. They fucked the whole thing up. Referee stoppage. I think she broke Sarah's arm. I guess they probably knew they was firing her, so that's probably why they got her arm broken. Guessing that makes sense.
They did the Shayna stepping on the elbow to break the arm gimmick, which is supposed to be like a win by forfeiture, and the ring announcer announced the winner of the match, Sarah Logan. And Shayna reacted like snapped, like it was like legit, and then he announces when we came back from break was like, no, well actually the ring announcer was mistaken. By forfeit, the winner was Shayna Baszler. Oh man, what a bother.
Baszler looked pissed too. She looked pissed when she was walking on throwing chairs and everything. Oh, that was fucking. one of our infamous botches. So let's take a shot for that. Bailey definitely looked pissed off. She was like, I guess it's like, how did I lose and win? I don't fucking know, but
Cheers.
Woo! Ooh.
I don't know how you
Man, I
doing.
definitely am here for a good time, not a long time.
Not a long
You know,
time.
man, I don't know anymore either. I think after quarantine, I might get my life right. I might start freaking drinking margaritas and little daiquiris on here.
There you go.
Drunk guy Jay. I might drink instead of a shot.
That sounds like a
I think
better
next,
decision.
quenching your thirst with Gatorade drinking J. Quan or something. I don't know.
There
Drunk
you
guy
go.
JJ sounds so much better. So much better. Here for doing this
So
for the
next
business
we
that I love.
got Austin Theory going 1-on-1 with Tozawa, which was a very very decent to good matchup. These two guys know how to work. Tozawa is just one of the
But hold
more
on.
underrated
Hold on,
workers
good
in the
brother
match.
Sid.
Yes, go
We
ahead.
forgot the Monday night Messiah.
Oh yeah, yeah, my bad.
He lost to Kevin Owens, and he also said once again his career has been crucified. And then he just stares into the camera.
At WrestleMania, I lost to Kevin Owens. Once again, my career has been crucified.
Great Seth Rollins impersonation. On point for that. I'm gonna drink for that. That was great. Beautiful stuff.
Cheers to that. So yes, like I said before, we had Tozawa versus Austin Theory next. Good match. Tozawa, one of the more underrated workers on Monday Night Raw. Austin Theory getting a huge opportunity because of the circumstances and the opportunity he got at
Been shining, man.
And he's been shining ever since. He had Zelina Vega on commentary during this matchup. She was a little good. I like the whole focus of Monday Night Raw, kind of focusing on Zelina Vega and her stable of clients.
Exactly.
We'll talk about the Garza match as well as the main event a little bit later as well. But I mean, what was I think the most talked about moment of this match came from Mr. Jerry the King Lawler, who is 70 years old, had the history of having a heart attack in the past. He went on a flight to Florida, risking coronavirus to be at Monday Night Raw to say when Tozawa does a running senton off the apron, he said that what's that? That's the
ramen noodle moonsault. Fucking ramen noodle moonsault. Mind you, he probably could have croaked on air because he had a weak immune system as is. So he's already risking his life with corona. So I guess he wanted to go out in a blaze of glory and just said fuck it. So you know what, Jerry? You're being a dumbass.
Yeah, Jerry.
And a very distasteful line. Guess you gotta.
Jerry. Not surprised, Jerry, but. Yeah.
Pitiful. Man. Whew, shit. Goddamn Jerry Lawler.
Of course, the King. Of course, the King would give us the shot that kind of makes us both cringe. So next we had a little bit of hype for the excellent Drew McIntyre documentary that's on WWE Network. Definitely check that out.
Definitely gotta check that out.
Then we had Rey Mysterio, who decided to go into quarantine before WrestleMania. He wanted to be in quarantine so much to protect his family. He didn't want to show up for WrestleMania. But yes, he showed up to Monday Night Raw to do a 2-minute interview with Charlie Caruso.
Talk about a match that he probably will be losing next week. Just dumb. I get it. Well, I don't get it. He could have easily sent the video in if he had a show back up next week. But clearly Vince got them by the balls for them to come all the way out of quarantine and come all the way to fucking Florida to do these stupid shows. I mean, these stupid segments. But I don't raise my guy. One of the greatest, the greatest cruiserweight. But it's not worth it.
It's not worth it at all. Like you could have done a Skype video if it was that much. Like you needed an interviewer to be there. Next you had
taped Raw, but I doubt it.
No, they did. That was all live. That was all live, pal. We're live, pal.
No, I'm talking about the for next week. Unless they're taping Raw for next week. But
no. They're doing Raw live this week as well. So
bless their hearts.
No sense. Next, it was Tahuti Miles versus Angel Garza. This was a decent squash. Angel Garza took care of business pretty quick. After the match, Los Ingobernables de WWE or de Orlando with Zelina Vega came out and took out Tahuti Miles. Like I said, I love the focus of the show. The number one highlight is coming up, the number one highlight segment for me. But as far as the number one overall highlight of this Monday Night Raw is the focus that was on Garza, Andrade, and Theory during this episode of Monday Night Raw.
Absolutely. But then she comes out with Andrade and Austin Theory after that.
Yeah. They came out after that, and they gave I think Andrade gave Tahuti Miles the same elevated DDT that he gave Drew McIntyre back at TakeOver War Games in 2017 to kind of preview the main event further. So that was a nice tease right there. But next was the highlight of Monday Night Raw for me: the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane. Oh my God, this segment was 5 stars. It was like a segment. If you watched it with no sound, you would say, "Oh, he's over dramatic. He's overrating it." No, listen to it with the sound, where Kyrie and Asuka are fucking humming their theme. They're humming their theme and dancing to the brain. He legit, like Simon Miller on Woke Culture said it best. It was like 2 fans randomly wandered into the performance center and then got on camera and just started doing whatever the fuck they wanted. We don't know what they said because their whole promos in Japanese.
That's the whole thing.
Money in the ring.
Oh man.
Ruby Riot wasn't ready for Asuka. Like, I just love them. Just their energy is just everything. Just that whole segment just had me smiling from ear to ear. The Kabuki Warriors backstage with Charlie Caruso.
Definitely underrated. Definitely need more time with the Kabukis. Asuka's doing her thing right now. I don't know where they leave Kairi Sane. Hope them together. But I feel like right now, Asuka should just do her own thing. Maybe Kairi could be her sidekick, but Kairi, so she can wonder and be on her. That was definitely a great segment. I
kind of wish that that Asuka would have turned on Kairi back at WrestleMania, because I feel like Kairi's would be a great baby face, and that would give her a lot of momentum as a baby face, and those two would have great matches against each other as well.
I mean,
I love them
based on how they can still do it. They can still split them up. Get of course Asuka can turn on Kairi, make her the weak link, but Asuka's the one doing her thing. Kairi can come back for revenge. Hopefully Asuka gets the fucking belt eventually down the line. They can have a good feud. They
can have a good long-term feud for sure. Next, we had a short little segment. Drew McIntyre saying he never forgot about what Andrade did to him in NXT, and that he was going to claymore his head off at the end of the night. Then we had the Women's Money in the Bank qualifier with Nia Jax and Kairi Sane. What was your thoughts on this one, Top Guy JJ?
Get Nia the fuck out of here. Didn't like her before. Don't like her now. Didn't want to see her return. Don't care for her return. I don't want her to. Why do y'all insist on putting her? It wasn't even a ladder match now. Now what makes it worse? her big ass got to go from the bottom floor to fight all the way up down to the top floor, the top row of the roof. Now she's
She's gonna
not
be.
winning the match.
She's gonna lose a lot of weight. She's gonna lose a lot
I
of
feel
weight
like
walking off all them steps.
they're pulling a rib on. They're pulling a rib on. She's gonna be her. She's. I know she's upset.
Kyrie Sane just deserves better. Kyrie Sane
Much
definitely
better.
just deserves better than what she's been given and what she's been having to deal with. Next, you had Charlotte. Charlotte is here. She's cutting a promo about her winning the Royal Rumble, her winning her second NXT championship. That Rhea Ripley got her attention and that she was able to take her down, and that now that she's the champion, she beat the next big thing. She's the queen, and the biggest thing. Vince McMahon knew this last year and put her in the main event WrestleMania to save WrestleMania last year. And Rhea knew that this year, and that's why she challenged her. And now she was going to remind NXT of humility because Rhea Ripley did not have that. And Io Shirai would be the first one to learn that lesson. Good promo by Charlotte. Charlotte's honestly, she's very much, in my mind, she's hitting that stride where she's very confident on the mic. I think that Charlotte's kind of always been there in the ring. She's been there for the last couple of years, especially, I want to say, around the time she had her WrestleMania match with Asuka. Ever since then, in the ring, she's kind of been on point and been that kind of standard bearer from the women there. But I say ever since like the build up to this WrestleMania, she's really found that confidence on a high level on the mic that's very consistent.
She's running the show now. She's running that division. Everybody know what Charlotte, man. Everybody know what Charlotte can do. I think. And then next, we got fucking. Oh god, this. I just pushed this fucking storyline in. Bobby Lashley against Noah Jose. Before he got the fuck out of here too. Fuck Noah Jose. Sorry. Well, I'm not sorry.
Another person like Sarah Logan that got on a plane, risked herself for coronavirus just to get fired a few days later.
Tragic. They're building up this whole Lana and Lashley shit. How Lana keeps giving him bad advice and making bad decisions that's costing him matches. So Lashley, I think, cursed at her or told her to shut the hell. Yeah,
He
shut the hell up and get the hell down.
Yeah. Shut the hell up. Let me just do my work.
Squash Noah Jose, got his bum ass the fuck out of here. Lashley wins. Hopefully, this is leading up to them finally getting rid of this dumb storyline. Honestly, I thought they would have been ended this storyline with Lashley and Lana. Definitely overstayed its welcome. Lashley should not be doing this.
Lashley deserves better.
I feel like that should be much better. Much better. If this is what he came back for his second run WWE, then man, it's terrible. Fucking terrible. And then we go backstage to, Mr. CrossFit Jesus, Monday Night Messiah himself, talking more of this mumbo jumbo bullshit.
Wait, what did he say this time?
To all the non-believers. He said to all the non-believers, they've left him with no alternative. Tonight he'll stomp out all doubt into the camera.
I swear to God, like we should just make that like if this is gonna be like the form of Seth Rollins promos from now on, you should just always like write it down word for word and do the promo with the Seth Rollins voice, looking off into the distance.
Stares into the camera. And then we have the next match. Probably another real good match. Definitely a real good match. We have the Viking Raiders against, what did you call them? Fly Boys?
Air Force One. I called Ricochet liked my tweet on Twitter on Monday. I called them the bad boys of WWE. Ricochet is Mike Lowry and Cedric Alexander is Marcus Burnett. I'm good at these things.
Ricochet, an adulterer, an adulteress. Oh, okay.
He's an adulterous Mike Lowry.
Yes. A very good, very, very good tag team match. I guess they're really going to keep pushing this whole thing with Ricochet and Cedric. I mean, which is cool because they both have nothing to do. So it's pretty dope to see them actually, doing their thing together as a tag team right now.
There was a
I feel like
lot
it's
of
working out.
matches, on Raw, but this is like the one I would say everybody should go out and watch.
It's definitely probably the first qualifying match, but definitely this one was definitely match of the night. They had a real good match. Viking Raiders win. I don't know what they're doing with Viking Raiders. 1 minute they're just losing, the next minute they're winning again. I don't know. I don't even think Vince knows what the fuck he needs to do with the Viking Raiders. So, but they definitely had a good match, another good tag team match. Viking Raiders are good. They win, and then I don't know what goes on next. Do they go after the tag titles? I guess they're trying to build it up with the whole which was next, the Street Profits promo, talking about, they want the smoke. They want the smoke to be the smoke. They're not taking it serious. Now we have, new Raw person, new Raw talent, Bianca Belair, telling them, tighten up. Get your shit together. It's in a game. I'm the EST. Get your shit together.
I'm here now, so niggas. Like, y'all better get y'all shit together. Y'all really want the smoke.
Stop fucking playing. So hopefully this leads to something good. I hope Bianca has a prominent role because I am a big fan of hers. And maybe this leads to them turning heel. I don't know. I don't really see Street Profits as a heel tag team. But the way Bianca came off, she came off as a heel on Raw. So hopefully, I don't know. It should be good. I'm here for it. Hopefully they get them tag titles off Street Profits. That's what I said. Sorry. So we're into the main event. Drew McIntyre and Andrade. They didn't have that much time because of the main event because there was like 10 minutes left for the show. Pretty good back and forth exchange. We got Angel Garza and Austin Theory coming out to, of course, help Andrade. Andrade, with a 6-spot. Drew McIntyre with a 6-spot bitch slaps Austin Theory's chest. Got him the fuck out of here. Then Andrade loses. No, of course Andrade loses. Drew McIntyre, WWE champ. Drew hits Andrade with the Claymore, wins the match. Of course, the Los say the name. Inganables de Orlando. They Performance Center. Tries to jump Drew. Drew came out of there, and then Mr. Monday Night Messiah, CrossFit Jesus himself, Mr. Staring to the camera, Seth Rollins comes out as predicted. Beast up Drew, curb stomps him, and pretty much share the title, which is dope because since he called himself the Monday Night Messiah, they had the WWE turned around into the M on the belt, and he's just staring at it. So I guess they want to have this feud leading them up until Money in the Bank, which could be okay, which kind of predicted because Raw doesn't really have any top hills for Drew to go against. So this, if you think about it, this pretty much was a given. So I don't know. Hopefully it's good. We'll see. Seth better not win. Let Drew have his shine until we get fans back in the fucking arena. So overall, Raw was cool. How did you like Raw, bro? Did you like?
I liked it. Like I said at the start, I liked this episode of Raw. This was a lot better than the last couple of weeks as far as like the empty arena, as far as like the matches. As I think the promos took a step back because the promos were really much the highlight of Monday Night Raw the last few weeks, but the matches stepped up this week.
Freaking matches are 20-day matches this week. Jesus Christ! But I guess they really didn't have that much promo material to work with this week. So. Overall, I'll give it a good. I'll give it a 7.5. A little generous this week.
I'll give it a 7.5 for this week.
Yeah, 7.5 out of 10. So yeah. As always, follow us. True Hill Heat, Instagram, the Twitter, as the Great Y2J. Facebook, same thing. TruHeelHeat. Tell them where they can follow you at, good brother Sid.
You can follow me on Instagram, TrueHeal_EpicSP3, and on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, True Hill Heat. You already know the name.
That's right. And of course, me, Instagram, Hackstore_JAY, just in case you can't spell, _DUGGAN. Twitter, DATKIDSTYL3S. And Facebook, I guess it's my name, but you should know me. You should know my name. I'm not going to keep telling you guys my name every week. Jaquan James. I just told you, look at me, I'm fucking up, watching my own thing. But we're signing off, good brother. Did you follow True Heat? Did you? Did you follow True Heat? Did you? On Twitter, Instagram, TRUALHEAT. Almost fucking misspelled it. Anyway, where can they follow you at, good brother?
Comment down below, like the video, push the subscribe button, push the bell to stay notified for more Going Raw with Top Guy JJ on True Heel Heat.
To the motherfuckers.